Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. So I thought we could do some weekly vlogs. Oh, I'm really cold. It's cold here in Norway. It's snow and stuff, okay? We're gonna do weekly vlogs for Blackathon and eventually it's like next week for Polathon as well. So I think that will be good, and we're gonna talk about like my first read. So, where is it? My first read for the month was White Oleander, which is not even by a black author, but I had to read this to finish up a vlog. I explained in that vlog that should go up before this vlog of why I didn't finish it in January. I had 29 books in January. This was supposed to be my 30th. It didn't happen because, well, literally Audible fucked me up, so I had to read it yesterday. Ruined all my reading plans, and I'm one day behind on Blackathon, and I need to catch up, and everything is stressful. My first read for actual Blackathon should be Blackout by all these great authors: Daniel Clayton, Nick Stone, Tiffany D. Jackson, Ashley Woodfolk, Andy Thomas, Nicola Yoon. That is a mouthful. And it is, you know, for my TBR game, and I haven't started challenges for Blackathon itself. I don't even know what I'm saying. I actually read 6 pages yesterday, but I don't really count them because I didn't get to start properly. So hopefully I'm gonna read this whole thing today. I have some Patreon spreads later. I'm planning to read the whole thing. I realized the book is only 250 pages. It's not a long book. And I did start the book for, I think, Westwordathon, another TBR Panda for my own TBR game, as well as a group book for one of the teams. I did start that yesterday, Fake It Till You Bake It audiobook. So I had 3 hours and 27 minutes left, which is not a long audiobook in general. Really enjoying that so far. And I didn't know really what it was about, but it was these 2 characters. One of them needs to get her shit together. She has had richness all her life, like from primers, and now they're cutting off unless she figures stuff out. And now she needs to kind of get a job so that she would get her trust fund in 6 months from her grandmother. And then her grandmother is like owns the sports team, and in the sports team we had a dude, and he also owns a bakery. So she started working at the bakery to like have a job down for 6 months, and I also have an electrician between them. And then also the main girl also had like kind of a public scandal recently, so that is also affecting her life. And we shall see of how the character develop and like how their relationship evolved. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's really sweet. I do wish the book had 2 different narrators, like a dude, a feminine voice and a masculine voice, because I feel like that would have given the book more spark of what I want, but it's fine. I will survive. That is my reading so far. It's been 1 day, and I shall read more today, and you shall see what happens for this weekly vlog. Enjoy! It is so late. I should not be uploading this vlog. I should be asleep. It is 3 AM. Okay. Had a live show for Priest for Literature Book Club. It was a great time. And then I gamed some, and yeah, either way, I did finish, as I said earlier I was gonna do, Blackout. I don't know, the bookmarks are in it because I tried to not lose them. And it was like not terrible. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. Like, it was an okay book. The stories were fine, some of them, and I get like they want to write a story where they can see many different great epic love stories for black kids, and I get that, and it was nice. But like some of the stories just weren't that great, just because I felt like some of them were really repetitive. It was just like someone to confess, or just like someone liked someone for a long time, or it was someone who has broken up and then realized that they want to get back together. Like, it was kind of repetitive, and I was just like, I didn't care that much about them, but also because it's short, so you don't feel that attached to them. But what I enjoyed about it was like the writing. I enjoyed, like, even though it was short, you did feel like you cared a bit. It doesn't make sense with what I just said. I just mean that like it became a bit repetitive. I can feel a bit detached, but at the same time you can also feel attached. I loved how the stories were like interconnected, and how like we met other characters in another story that was just in another story, a bit like Love Actually, you know. And I really like, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed like putting the shots together, and it was enjoyable. But I didn't like love it, but I didn't hate it either. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, and it was like an okay read. So now my first 2 reads for the month has been 3 stars, which is like, it's fine, it's granted. As I said earlier, my next read is Beast of Ruin, which I didn't get to read anything of, but I'm excited to start it. And that is all that's for now, for this vlog, for this first day. Not the first day, it's actually the second day, but you get what I mean. I'm very tired, I shall go to bed, and you shall see me tomorrow. Hello, so I am going to bed, which is why I'm in bed. And I want to upload this vlog before sleeping. So I read now a bit in Beast of Ruin. I read 112 pages. So like I'm keeping to 100 pages a day, even though like of course I read more sometimes and sometimes less. But today I really tried because I'm kind of a bit behind. But yeah, I need to work in the morning, even though I wasn't supposed to. But now I'm going to work anyway, so I need to go to bed earlier. Else I was planning to read 200 pages, but here we are. So this book, it was for my own TBR game where I like got a TBR card from just this TBR game, and then I got like what your favorite villain would read, and I don't know if they would read this, but there's evil stuff happening in here. It is giving me a bit Shadow and Bones vibe actually. Like it's not Shadow and Bones at all, but it has like a bit of the vibes of Shadow and Bone, which like I love for what it was, which actually is kind of funny because you know the Darkling is a villain in Shadow and Bone, and I love him, so I guess he maybe could have read this. So then the prompt kind of worked out. But yeah, the first book of this follows our two main characters that need to hunt down this beast to kill it for different reasons, and then they meet and like work together. And now other things that happened in the first book, and that's really like cool world building and just a very, very fun YA fantasy series. I don't know if it's the third book coming, I should check that, but this is the second book, so obviously I'm not gonna like talk spoilers with it, but I'm really much enjoying it. The language is just chill and easy to read, and I'm like, curious to see like what will happen and like what answers we will get. Maybe I should check actually right now if this is the final book, because like that depends a lot. Like if it is, you know, a bridge book between like the final book, it depends a lot on like how this will end and like what answers we will get. So I should actually check that now. Let's see. Checking. I've been very excited to read it since I read the first one, which was very enjoyable. It says it is a trilogy actually. So I assume that a third book will come. I don't know when. It says Beast of Prey trilogy by Ariana Gray, so I assume it's going to be a trilogy. So then I guess we don't get all answers now, but like let's see what cool developments it is. I have problems sometimes with second books and series, but we should see how Ariana Gray does it. Also I think I forgot to mention in my TBR, but I met the author at Yalk. She signed my book, and she was like one of the loveliest people I have ever met. It's a precious book to me as well, because it is signed by the author to me, which, you know, doesn't happen often. But yeah, I also listened a bit to my audio, you know, fake it till you bake it. But that was like only like 90 minutes. I haven't done a lot of progress, and yeah, I'm trying to upload this vlog. But like today, I literally just went to work, and then now I read right before going to sleep, and then I chilled some, so it wasn't like anything to vlog, except doing this update and say what I read. And yeah, I'll obviously share my thoughts for the book when I finish it. And now I need to go to bed because I'm going early to work tomorrow. See you then. I sat down here to film an update. I'm just sinking so hard in my bed. What is going on? Hello? My life is in shambles. I don't get to read, okay? It's very sad. So I have... book isn't even there. Where is my book? It is here. I have read, I think, as like 80 pages. I'm on page 182. When I read... 192. When I read, it goes well, but I only got to read a subway yesterday, and then life took over, so that is all I got to read, and I want to finish this today. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I really want to, because tomorrow Blackathon starts, and I'm planning like that this will be the last day of this vlog, because I want Blackathon to be a separate vlog, because I'm doing something else for that. But then like nothing, I haven't read anything. I mean, I read White Oleander Blackout, and then I read this, maybe. And I listened some more to my audiobook, but I'm not going to finish that. I'm not planning to finish like an audiobook a week or anything, but yeah. And I'm just like, why am I like this? Why haven't I read anything? Everything is a mess. And I don't have time for any of the stuff I want to do, and it's very annoying, and I just don't want to. Like yesterday I was going to have a day off, but then I had to go to work, and then today I need to drive, and I need to go to a birthday party, and I'm like, I don't have time to read at all. But maybe after the party, but probably not. I don't know. But yeah, that is how it's going. Now I'm gonna go and take all these books here, plus another pile of books, in my shelves again, because they're annoying me, and they're not supposed to be there. This is supposed to be my wrap-up, which is these two books down here, that you can't even see because my backpack is blocking them. They were my January wrap-up, and I still haven't moved them away, and it's been days. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna listen to an audiobook and do that. Look at me, I'm gonna read a bit. How fun. Great times. you're too low to be a proper filming place, because usually I have you here when I sit here on my wrap up, but I only read 2 physical books in my wrap up. So you're too low. Oh wait, I just finished one earlier. Wait a moment. I did think that the number 2 sounded too low. So earlier today I finished another audiobook with Erica, which is unrelated to Blackathon, but like still a book I've been reading this week, so like still included in this vlog because this is what I've been reading. And that is Hellbound by Lee Bardugo. So I finished this on audio with Erica, and I like don't want to talk more about it here because like again it's like a Blackathon focused vlog, and it's not for Blackathon. It's like close to my wrap up or whatever. But like, I didn't love it as much as I thought I would. I didn't hate it either, but it's like, thoughts. I don't want to talk about it. But I did finish my next book for Blackathon. You are taller, but not as tall as you should be. Which obviously was Beast of Ruin, which was like the book I wanted to finish. And I actually like managed my goal and I finished it, and I'm really happy about that. I've read now 2 books on my TBR, which is, you know, Blackout and then Beast of Ruin, which is like page goal and everything. And I think I'm gonna just hold you a bit like this. I did enjoy it. Actually, all my books that I read this month so far has been 3 series. That includes this one. And it's like, I still enjoy the world a lot and I like the characters. But I just felt, I don't know how to say it, but I felt like, especially Ekon in this book was kind of useless. He didn't do anything. I know like we're kind of developing his inner self, but like, he didn't even use any of his skills. Does he have any skills? He was literally useless. I like his character, but he didn't do anything. And I enjoyed Coffee as a character as well, but I just felt like they weren't shining as brightly in this one as in the first one. The first one, I really enjoyed them and their banter and just their story and just like their drivenness. And here, like, we can see that, but like, yeah, they're separated a lot from each other in this book. And we kind of introduce, this is kind of spoiler, we introduce secondary interest characters, which is like a trope I hate, and it was a trope that was really normal back in the old days in like typical fantasy, where like in the second book they always got like second love interests. I don't know if they actually love interest was like in seriousness, but like that's the vibe I was getting. We even got one of my favorite tropes, but not with those main characters, and I'm just like sitting there like, then what was the point? So it annoyed me a bit in that regard. Also, the plot wasn't that interesting, but like, I know that this story was a lot to like develop them separately from each other, to see who they are from each other, and to get that. I think like the creatures we have, the magic we have, and like how the story is set up is good. I just feel like the story and its ideas and like magicness is really cool. I just feel like it suffers from other things that is holding it back. Like, I feel like it has so much coolness in it, and I can see a lot of it that I really enjoy. Like, especially like, I enjoy the flashbacks. It had like a lot of transparency of like things that happened in the past, and I like those, etc. I'm not saying the writing is bad or anything. I also do think maybe it suffers from being a YA fantasy, and it maybe has something to do with me as well. I just like growing older. Like, I need more complexity in my stories to enjoy them fully. But I also feel like that's a lie, because I do enjoy a lot of them fully, but I feel like it suffers from this. Like, I can imagine, like, if this wasn't a YA fantasy, how it could have been, like, done more complex. Because, like, it suffers from being within the borders of with its own age range, which I feel like a lot of people have talked about, and, like, I don't think I'm, like, the best person to talk about it. I'm not saying the book is not enjoyable, etc. I do enjoy YA fantasy, and, like, that's why I'm still reading it, etc. But I do see it being limited by it being it. But again, to talk about myself, I do enjoy like the stuff that's happening. I want to read the last book in the trilogy. I really like the author and how she writes, and I want to like read more from what the author will write in the future. And I just really like the setting of the story, the atmosphere of the story. I just like didn't love where the characters went in this round. I didn't love the plot. Like in the first one, it was much more interesting. That one like had a kind of typical plot. It surprised me being like super entertaining, and like a story I like ended up enjoying so much, even though like it had like a lot of typicalness in this. And this is not necessarily suffering from typicalness, except like the potential secondary love interest, but more like just not a lot happens. It's more like second book syndrome a bit, and I was just like, it was a bit disappointing, to be honest, because I was very excited and I feel a bit flat from reading it, which is a bit sad. That was the last book for this vlog, and tomorrow is Monday. Well, actually it's already Monday because this is over midnight, so like this would be the last update of this vlog, because I'm starting a new vlog for tomorrow where Peloton starts, and I'm reading other books for that. I'm gonna try throughout the week while reading books for Peloton, I'm gonna try to start Free with Star, which is the next book on my TBR for Blackathon, or like for my own TBR, but 2 hours Blackathon. So I am gonna try to get through that as well, like to read one book as well, like to keep going with Blackathon, etc. So the books I read in this vlog, if you didn't get it, I'm also gonna like listen to the bake it until you make it book still. Oh god, wait, I need to put you down somewhere else. This is not going that well. That's good, that's fine. The books I read was these, if you count Hellbent. Really like White Oleander I had to read because of the problems I had with it. From last month, Hellbent is an audiobook that I read with Erica. These are the ones I did for Blackathon. I only did 2 books. It's been 4 days though, so it's like 2 books for 4 days kinda, but like if you don't count the others in a way, like for Blackathon, for my own TBR. I haven't actually started Blackathon prompts. This is for my own TBR game prompt. But yeah, I'm happy about it, and I managed to get to my goal. I actually had this as my goal for the week as well, but I didn't get to that, but that's fine. I don't think my brain realized it was only 4 days for this vlog, because I thought that we had more days. I did realize the one started on a Wednesday. Wait, isn't that 5 days? It's 5 days for this vlog. Then I did 2 books in 5 days. I did 4 books in 5 days. I don't know. Also, like, the music room was a bit longer than I thought it would be. It is totally fine. But yeah, I'm gonna keep doing like weekly vlogs for all of February. And this is ending here because Polathon is like 1 week from Monday to Sunday. And I want that to be a separate entity vlog. So that's why like this is a bit short and it's like this. I hope it is fine. I had a nice reading week. You shall see me soon in a new video. Thank you so much for watching this. Leave a beast emoji down below if you don't enjoy this. Is there a beast emoji? Like a scary beast emoji, maybe, if that exists. You shall see me soon in a new one. Check out my page down below if you want to support my channel further and do weekly reading experience with me. And you shall see me soon. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye!